takes time to train for our sport. You have to put in a lot of time to do that. I think you obviously have to put in a lot of time in your academics to be successful. So how she manages that, I have no idea. Everybody else has time that they can go and study. They can do things in the community. There's lecturers that come in at that time. There's a lot that goes on campus from that 3 to 5 time. And then there's your commitment to sports where you're here training. Both if you're here on the water or in the wintertime we're inside. There's a lot of other stuff that could be going on.
I'm thinking about food 24/7, and I think it's amazing that that happens because I always have access to food. Rarely do I worry about where my next meal is going to come from, and yet it's always on my mind. And if I even go 2 hours without eating, sometimes I turn into this wholly different person that's can't think straight, I'm hungry, and that's just my tiny scale problem. But there are a lot of people in this world, and even just in our neighborhood in South Bend, that don't get access to nutritious foods of the quantity that they might need to sustain brain function and development, as well as just being a happy person. And so I think that all people have that right to food in order to function and to reach their full potential. This past summer I went to Bolivia, and the people there are amazing, they're fantastic, but in past generations the nutritional quality of their diets hasn't been very high, and you can see this. My host mom was telling me that you can see this in the height of the people that are there, that their development has been stunted from when they were little, and she expects that with improved nutrition in the coming generations, the Bolivian people will start to grow taller and taller. And that's just one example from the outside, but you can see it in a lot of different ways, not just on the outside, but with women who are pregnant and developing children. You can see that in just job security. It affects many facets of people's lives.
So Anna walked onto our team when she was a freshman, like about 45% of our athletes on our program. The fitness was there, the style was there, and she was going to be someone who was going to do well for us. I remember one of the first questions she asked me was, so how can I balance trying out and making sure I can still do volunteer work at the hospital?
That first year of rowing, where I thought I was just thrown into this boat, I wasn't sure if I deserved it or not, I was really just afraid of failing, of losing people's confidence in me, of disappointing them. But I really noticed a change in the second semester, and I'm not entirely sure why that happened. Maybe I had just done a few more confidence-building workouts or something, but I started to look at being in a boat and lining up to race as an opportunity. So I wasn't necessarily afraid of failing. I was excited to succeed and to see how far we could push ourselves.
I think all freshmen come in, right? Those first 6 weeks are so transitional, and I see that happen. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get a B. Or, oh my gosh, I'm going to not do well on an exam. Or, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be right. Success seems to occur more when there is like, okay, we're going to see what happens, and I could do better than I even ever expected.
I think that it gives you that ability to go out and just see, can I be a little bit better? Can I be better for my teammates? And I think our student body here is like that. They want to be better and challenged and to see just how good they can be. And this is just one of those avenues.
When you have a lot of opportunities presented to you, you have the responsibility to make the most use of those opportunities. And so that's how I sort of try to live out my time here at Notre Dame and my life when I'm not on campus, because I have been presented with a lot of opportunities that I think I have the responsibility to make the most of.